Good morning. So today is Sunday. I get to spend a little bit of quiet time looking at my plant, taking care of them. I'm gonna water them in a moment. So my plan today is to spend time with my fiance. We're probably gonna watch a K-drama together. He doesn't want to show his face on the internet, so just let's skip those moments for now. And after that, we're gonna continue packing. We're gonna be moving in about a few weeks here. The state of my house right now, a lot of boxes, and boxes. But we hope this is the last time we have to move in our entire life. And then I spend a little bit of my time reading books about machine learning and building machine learning workflows in real life. This is actually a really good time for us to talk about my new job. So I have been working as a solution architect at Databricks for almost 2 months now. And I really like to, explain to you what a solution architect would do on a daily basis, because honestly, although before accepting the interview invitation for the solution architect position, I read through the job description and have a general understanding of what the role is like. It's really different when you're actually working in the role. And for your context, I actually come from a technical background. So I used to work as a construction company. I'm not only doing, the job of a data scientist or data analyst, I also help set up the data pipelines and things like that. But in that role, I have a lot of control over, the success of my project, because I'm pretty much like, single-handed to manage my project from start to finish. I mean, I still work with stakeholders to, understand the business processes and things like that. However, I was still the one who was responsible for the success of the project. Versus when you work as a solution architect, it's like a pre-sales technical position where you're gonna have to partner with a lot of different stakeholders, not only with your customer, to ensure they're gonna love the product, to ensure that they know about all the capacity, on the different functionality the product can provide to their business. You also need to work closely with the sales department. So someone you may heard about the title is like account executive, in which they gonna conduct a bunch of cold calls. They gonna make sure they connect us solution architect with the right customer. So they qualify the customer to make sure that customer have financial means, have the pain point that our products can actually help solve. Good morning. So today Monday, and before having a demo building any demo, I'm gonna have a discovery call with the customer to better understand their pain points, so I can better assist them. One quick thing about what I learned being a solution architect, and especially after this discovery call, is that listening skill is really important, especially when you try to establish yourself as a trusted technical advisor, because you cannot sell a customer a product if you don't really understand their pain points, right? Because humans are driven to do things because of two reasons, either by reward or by fear. So their pain point is the fear in this case, right? You try to solve their pain point. It's so important to sit down, listen, and ask questions to understand who you're talking with, to understand their pain point, to connect with them. Sometimes listening is more difficult than talking and presenting your idea, which is what I like in the role as a solution architect as well, because I'm an active person, like a personality type A person, and sometimes I'm really excited to present my ideas, to talk about my ideas, and you probably realize this too, vlogs that I have on YouTube, blog posts that I have on my own website and things like that. But I can do so much. I can write so much about different topics that I'm interested in, and I'm confident in presenting what I learned through those topics. However, this is so interesting when I try to reflect on my journey as a content creator. Sometimes I'm so passionate about certain topics, and then I spend so much time researching them, then writing an articles, filming a YouTube videos. However, those articles, those vlogs, didn't seem to do as well as certain other articles, YouTube videos that I had on my channel. And now I kind of understand why, because the articles, the videos that did really well, because I actually were able to connect with the viewers, connect with them in the way that can help them achieve their goals, and those topics are what they actually interested in hearing from me. I think this is called market research in business, because you can spend so much time building a product, you can spend so much time writing an article, publishing a video on YouTube, but at the end of the day, if your customer don't see value in your content, don't see value in your product, you cannot make any money. You cannot really help anyone solve any specific problems, and you just kind of waste your time creating a bunch of unnecessary work for yourself. Today, I don't have any serious meeting with people, so I'm gonna just go to the training, prepping for the upcoming demo with the client, as well as building the slide deck. A lot of my female friends, they really afraid of showing their face without makeup. But to be honest, you are beautiful the way you are. Makeup only, make you feel more beautiful. So, be comfortable with your own skin. And since working from home, those days that I don't have a lot of meetings that I have to show my face, I literally just show up to work without any makeup, and it actually makes my skin look a lot healthier. Hello, so this is lunchtime, and one of the perks of working from home is I get to cook my own food. Today, I am cooking beef stew with bok choy. My own reaction, no recipe needed. And I'm gonna have beef stir fry with bok choy along with some rice. It's actually smelling really good. Since having our own house, we really enjoy having friends over, and then I would cook. And we spend time with each other, watching drama together, playing board game together. To me, that's the source of joy in my life, because sometimes you go to the restaurant. Well, no offense to restaurant owner there, I love restaurant food as well, but it doesn't give me the joy of gathering in groups together with my friends and then cook food and then enjoy the food together. That's also a really good team bonding activity as well. So after 2 years and a half, my rice cooker decided not to work anymore, so I'm gonna make rice the traditional way today. No rice cooker needed. I'm so hungry, and the traditional way of cooking rice requires some time. I'm gonna just eat bok choy and beef together with our rice for now. This is how rice that cooked the traditional way look like. Because I'm a deep person and I like to correlate different events together and connect the dots. When I cook rice in the traditional way like this, I often think about, in programming. Sometimes when you open source software and you kind of just build on top of it, you don't need to worry too much about, different design patterns that you were taught in school about, different principle of object-oriented programming. But what do you think if, one day, for example, my rice cooker stopped working? I need to know how to cook rice in the traditional way. The same thing with when you do programming, you cannot just rely on other people's codes and just build on top of it forever. Sometimes you want to, make changes directly to the open source software itself to make it better. Because sometimes we need to be the change we want to see in the world. So to see how rice cooked the traditional way look like, can you actually draw and see the rice that cook in a traditional way versus in a rice cooker? The only difference is that after you eat on the the rice on top, you're gonna have like a burnt rice surface at the bottom. But I really like that surface because it's crispy and it tastes really good in my opinion. So it's similar to when you do programming and you choose focus on a specific technology, specific software to do your work, and then forget about, the basic principles of programming such as object-oriented programming. Then if that specific software, specific technology gone, then without a strong foundation in computer science, you're gonna get lost trying to learn a new software. That's why stick to the basics is always good. Good morning. So today my plan is that I'm gonna have one-on-one with my manager, and after that I'm gonna have an actual demo with the customer where I'm gonna run through the slide deck with all the product feature and how we can use the product to help solve their issues, their pain point, as well as I'm gonna have an actual demonstration as for how the product actually work and how it can help customers solve the problem in reality. Okay, so I just done one-on-one with my manager, my new manager. They actually a perfect example as for letting their employees take ownership of their project, as well as just like instead of being a micromanager, they actually empower you to be your best. The interview process was so difficult, however, I feel like after you pass on the interview process and then you got an offer, they really trust you and believe in you. So you literally have a lot of ownership over what you are doing, what your career goals are, and you just need to share with them, and they're gonna, help you, coach you, and guide you to that journey that you like to get yourself into professionally. For a really long time, I always have a debate with my friends, my classmates from my bachelor degree and my master degree as for what they think about a good manager and how they should be like. And we never able to come to a conclusion as for, a good manager should be a good people manager, have really strong emotional intelligence, as well as care about their team, have really strong empathy for people around them and things like that. Or they should be, super technical. So when their analysts, their developer have issues, they can help with those issues. And, for me, I never had an answer for myself, but I always wanted to be a manager who really strong technically, because I cannot imagine myself never coding ever again in my future, because I love coding and I love the satisfaction that a working software, a scalable software bring to my customer, how it can change the world, how I can innovate to coding and things like that. However, I find a lot of joy in mentoring people as well, in helping them successful in their career, in their education, in their life, and things like that. So, a lot of people told me this wouldn't be possible and I wouldn't be a strong technical manager as well as a strong people manager kind of thing. So, a perfect balance between knowing how to do technical stuff as well as knowing how to lead people. And until I started working as a solution architect and my manager was like really amazing. They are perfect example of the kind of manager that I aspire to be, good at their technical stuff. When their team have issue in terms of technical problems that the team need guidance, they can jump in and help out, as well as they have really high emotional intelligence as well, that won't make you feel really bad about yourself if you come to them for issues with your work and things like that. And they also really good at teaching you, coaching you to become the best version of yourself professionally. So I'm really grateful to be able to learn from that perfect example to be that manager myself in the future. Good morning. So today is Friday and I have a bunch of meetings today, mostly team meeting, and I also have a one-on-one with my mentor. This is a great time for me to talk a little bit about the importance of mentorship in your career. In my reverse company, I also have a mentor and she is amazing. And the thing that really surprised me when I started working at my new company is that they assign a mentor for me from day one. And I think it's really neat that my new company really prioritize mentorship and they truly see the importance of mentorship. Also, a quick note about finding a mentor for you, because not everyone could be your mentor. And after having 3 or 4 mentors, I came to realize that there are 3 criteria for you to choose the right mentor. The first criterion is that you should have some core values in common with your mentor. For example, if your mentor is someone who aspires to be a really strict, serious leader, and you cannot see yourself being that kind of leader, well, nothing wrong with it. Elon Musk is a really strict leader. He has his own vision and he has his own ideals as for what he should do to build a profitable company. However, Elon Musk wouldn't fit into being my mentor because that's not the kind of leader I aspire to be. The second criterion is that mentor should be only one step ahead of you. For example, you are a manager of data science, then your manager shouldn't be the CEO of the company. They should be, either senior manager of data science from a different department or director of data science. Because when they get to the top, you're gonna find that most of their advices not really applicable to your current situation. And the third and the last criterion is that your mentor should know at least have some working experience in your field of expertise. Because I couldn't ask a person who specializes in construction management to mentor me about how to build a data pipeline because they never done that themselves. So it's so difficult to ask them to mentor you. Also, you may wonder why you would need a mentor in your career. One decision in your career can impact your career long term. For example, when I was wondering whether I should move on from my previous role to a new company, it was so difficult for me to decide or make a decision because I could be really indecisive, especially when it's involved a lot of emotional stuff. I have been with my previous employment for 4 years, and I still remember the first day I work at my job, I was so naive, and then I told my previous boss that, oh, I'm gonna be like you, I'm gonna spend the rest of my career in this company. However, as you grow in your career, as you have more financial responsibility. For me right now, I have to retire my parents. That is one of my biggest priorities. If a job pay me double, triple amount of my previous salary, and it's give me more opportunity to learn and further ahead in my career, I wouldn't say no to it. When I told you these things, it may sound like a no-brainer for me to move on from my job, but it was really difficult for me to decide at the time, because when you work for a company for so long, you began to build a lot of connection with your coworkers. Some of them actually became my friends to this day, although I no longer work there. And at the time, that was my mentor outside of work, was the one who kind of like, be more logical, guided me to the right direction in my career. They give me a bunch of examples as for how I should take charge of my career and shouldn't feel bad for a specific employer, because I move on to a much better opportunity with a much higher pay, as well as better learning opportunity, as well as career growth. So I'm taking a small break right now, getting an ice cream. My fridge doesn't look like a fridge of a person who gonna be moving soon, but show you the ice cream that I'm gonna get. Kit Kat ice cream. Ice cream almost like a staple in our family. Good morning. So today is Saturday, and my plan for today is just finish off the demo that I'm gonna have with the customer. If you ever wonder if my new job actually, make me work a lot more than the standard 40 hours work week, I would say no, but I really enjoy the work and, the satisfaction my job give me when I am able to have the customer solve the problem. So although nobody forced me to do it, I usually work on the weekend as well. But before that, let's have a cup of coffee. I think that I am really lucky that I finally find a job that, that doesn't feel like working at all, because I learned so much on the job and I feel challenged each and every single day, because all my coworkers so smart and they really are the best coworker that I can ever ask for as well. They know what they are doing, they continue upgrading their skill. So by doing that, they actually challenge me to step out of my comfort zone as well and keep myself up to date with all the technology advancement out there. That's why, a lot of people say you should find a job that make you feel like, you want to get out of the bed every day because of the assignment the job give you. After working on the demo for a bit, I'm gonna go work out, kickboxing, and then I'm gonna get back home, have some protein shake, and then work on my personal project. So yeah, that's pretty much how my typical week look like in my new role as a solution architect at Databricks. So if you have any question at all, please comment below to let me know. Otherwise, if you find this video helpful, please leave me a subscribe and like the video so it can reach more people who can find my content valuable like yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.